Haws Gymnasium for some West Kentucky Stars action. This game features the visitors will be the Earle C Clements Job Corps Eagles against your West Kentucky Stars. We're waiting for the coach to come out, and I think he's going to bring the team with him. What do you think?
He should, but never know with Coach Potts.
Why don't you go over the starting lineup real quick here?
All right, we're going to do the visiting team first for Earle C.
Let's do this home team because there's a little difference here.
Home team?
Yeah.
Okay.
See this? We got a little difference in the lineup, so we want to discuss that.
Okay. For WKCTC, 0, Donald Overstreet. Number 1, Jermaine Lee. Number 4, Devontae Spencer. Number 20, Peyton Puckett. And number 24, Kevin Welch.
Now, that's a little different than the starting lineup last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a big difference. Yeah. Peyton Puckett didn't play 1 minute last game, and he's coming out here starting this game.
You think I'll ask the coach about that?
If you feel up to it.
Our referees for this game, Kerry Henson, Brandon Clifton, and Russ Hall. Coach is coming this way. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back here with the coach for a pregame interview. This is West Kentucky Star basketball action.
Good evening. Welcome to Haws Gymnasium on the campus of West Kentucky Community and Technical College for tonight's basketball game between the Earle Clements Eagles and your West Kentucky Stars. Before we start the game tonight, if you would turn your attention to the south wall of the gymnasium and help us as we honor our flag and our country with the playing of the national anthem.
All right, folks, they're going to be giving the starting lineup, and his mic is not working over there.
Yeah,
Justin? And wait just a second, folks. This is Ken Dickerson and my running partner here, Justin Draffin. Justin, his mic's not working.
Well,
I wonder if he's got it turned on.
Probably misplaced his on button, but His voice is loud enough to
All right, yeah. All right, the starting lineup for Earle Clements. Give us that. You got those names down pat, right?
I'm going to try. For number 2, he's a center, Ramon Johnson. Number 4, guard, Louis.
Roman? You mean Roman Johnson?
Roman Johnson. Okay. Luis Vasquez. Number 11, forward, Curtis Harris. Number 21, also forward, John Wyatt. And number 25, he's a guard, Leandre Laguerre.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I thought so.
Now let's go over this starting lineup. We got Donald Overstreet. He's been doing a good job.
No, he's been very.
Jermaine Lee has been a star so far this year.
No, he's taking over down low. He's big post man down low.
Devontae Spencer does a good job. Every once in a while he gets a little out of control, I thought. And tries to do it all himself instead of passing, but he's successful when he does, so I can't really complain about that.
Well, his defense makes up for it.
Peyton Puckett's in the starting lineup, and folks, if you heard the start of the game, I asked the coach the tough questions, and he answered that Peyton Puckett didn't play the last game because it's a little bit quick for him, and I understand that because that was a fast-paced game.
Yeah, that was a really good.
And team. Also sending a message to a player that shall be named later or never.
Probably never.
And Kevin Welch. And Kevin does.
He's a role player. He's one of the main role players for WKCTC.
And they're just about ready to tip off here.
It's time to play a little basketball.
Oh, man, they got it going finally. I still think he just didn't turn it on.
Just click that on
what do you
button.
think? I'm gonna stick with that. It's Joel Spears, and I've known Joel long enough that I never give him a benefit of the doubt. I always aggravate him. I was told by the coach that this is one of the good Earle Clements teams.
Yeah, and
now,
each year it's different.
Yeah, every year. I believe
folks, last year.
Next year it could be the exact opposite because the makeup of this club changes every year, and I'll tell you, I've seen one year when I thought they were really great, and then in the same year they've gone down.
Yeah, well, last year I believe we beat them about 35, 40 points.
Yeah, and I look this to be a little bit different. They've got they got 3 big kids on the lineup there. All right, here we go with the tip-off, and he got it up. And Earle Clements with the rebound. Vasquez is point guard. He's bringing it down. Bringing it inside to 15. A shot up, no good. Another shot. He put it back up. Number 4 with the basket. That's why you're supposed to do it, isn't it? All right.
With the ball.
Spencer brings it over to Puckett. Inside. And Overstreet. Man, that was Jermaine Lee. That was not a good shot. But you got to test them inside. 3-pointer up. It's no good. And the center knocked it back outside. They're going to reset it, bring it back in. It looks obvious what they're going to do. They're going to bring it in and try to see if they can't work it inside on us. Bringing it down. Peyton Puckett gives it over on the side to Hughes. Donald Overstreet, and it's knocked out of bounds by Puckett. That was good hustle.
Well, you like Puckett's
on his part.
Hustle early on.
And into the ball game is Emmanuel Babbage, and he came in for Jermaine Lee. And I thought it was the other way around. I didn't think we knocked it off, but I guess we did. That was good hustle by Spencer.
You like the hustle early on.
That's right. Set the tone, and they're pressing full court, man to man. Let's see if they trap out of it. And Vasquez bringing it down in a hurry. 21 lays it up in. That's John Wyatt. That was a good shot. We're letting them get it in too low. We got to stop that. And there's a foul on the play, and it was an offensive foul. Oh, what is it?
Yeah.
5 seconds?
Stepped out of bounds.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Okay. I was looking to see where he was going to pass it.
Yeah.
All right, Curtis Harris bringing it in bounds into LaGuerre. LaGuerre bouncing it around. They're looking for somebody inside. Vasquez on the outside. He's going to pass it in, and he passed it to LaGuerre. And foul number 20, Peyton Puckett. That's his first team foul. At the line, 4-2, LaGuerre. Leandre LaGuerre.
Yeah, you get these names down eventually.
I got it. First one's up. It's good. 5-0. Eagles in the lead. Second shot's up. It's good. 6-0. We got to get off the snide. Get moving here. Spencer, bring it up. Over to Overstreet. And he goes in, and it's blocked. Now, we should learn from the last game. You can't bring that stuff inside without a purpose.
Yeah, especially now those
inside
big
to 21. It's no good. And the rebound, Abbage. Spencer bringing it down in a hurry. On the outside, brings it into Abbage. Abbage looking over and he's bringing it again. And it's good. I'm surprised about that. I thought it was a little early. He got him.
Looks like a little continuation there.
Yeah. 32. Abbage with 2.
That foul's on Lawrence Johnson.
Lawrence Johnson, his first team foul. And at the line, trying to cut this lead in half with a free throw. Abbage. A little bit more knee bend there, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
It didn't bend quite
legs,
enough.
Yeah, need to use the legs a little bit.
All right, there's a foul on the play. And Donald Overstreet with his second team foul. Wyatt looking to throw it in to get to Vasquez. Vasquez, and it was knocked out of bounds, and Peyton Puckett kind of thought like I did. It probably would have been off us, but it wasn't. It was off them.
They still like the hustle, though.
Yeah.
They like the going for every ball.
All right, bringing it down is Pedro Gelpi. Did he play in the last game?
I think this is the first minutes of the whole season.
All right, Donald Overstreet with the basket, and we're back 6-4. And the ball was turned over. 22, Raquel Tutt just came into the game and turned it over. 3-point shots up and good, and that's Peyton Puckett. And folks, that makes me happy. 7-6, Stars in the lead. And they're not getting it inside like they were. And I think they're just not trying to get it inside like they were. And a little hook shot by LaGuerre.
He just wrestled
and
that.
They take the lead back. Abbage with the shot up, and he's fouled on the shot. Abbage is getting some good position under there.
Yeah, he's working down low. That's where you want to save a big man. And that's the second foul, number 15, Lawrence Johnson.
Yeah, that's 2. He keeps ducking under that camera and keeps coming in. And I wonder what in the world he's doing over there. I better watch that kid, you know?
Yeah.
All right, first shot was up, no good. All right, Abbage, let's make it. Tie this thing up. It's up, and it's no good. And they wasn't neither one of them any close, was there?
Yeah, that free throws is a little bit of a struggle right now for him.
Oh, and he's stolen. It wasn't really as much stolen as was giving it away. Gelpi. And that was a good recovery there by Abbage. Abbage could have walked if he hadn't put it right back down. And Gilpy looks, throws it over in the corner. It was a good decision there. And it's back out. And the shot is up. It's no good. And the rebound put in by Overstreet. And we're in the lead, 9-8. We've got some different people in there, and they're doing a pretty good job. And the shot's up and good. And bringing it down to hurry, Gelpy over to 10. 3-point shot up, no good. And Vasquez with the ball. He's just been told to slow it down. So he slowed it down coming across half court, put up a three. No, it was a 2-point shot. 2-point shot by Vasquez.
Nice little pull-up jumper.
Yeah, that was nice. Into the ball game, Jermaine Lee and Tarkus Hughes.
And Ben Dordoy.
And my man Dordoy. All right. Gelpy bringing it down the court. Gelpy's not real big, but he handles the ball real well.
It reminds me of Ulyss for Kentucky.
On the outside. And number 2 bringing it in. And Gelpy with his second steal, and he gave it up. So he got a steal and a turnover at the same time.
Another steal.
Another steal. 3 steals. And that was a great drive. He got the contact, threw it up, and it's possible nobody's going to make it. But he's got a foul on that guy. And he's on the line for 2.
They did.
Gilpy with a real good play. And Gilpy with his first shot over, no good. Well, that was a little closer than Abbott, but no cigar. In the first half. And number 2, Brown, Robin Johnson gets a real under control there. I'm sure he's afraid of getting stolen again. Yeah, page 25 on the drive, puts it in, and another one. You're doing pretty good there, Stan. You got to stop him. And number 10 with the shot up, 3-point shot up, that's good by Blake Houston. Blake Houston gets to shooting the way the coach believes he can shoot, and he's going to be a big addition.
He's one of the best 3-point shooters on the court right now.
Absolutely. And a foul on the play by Gilpy. He got a little bit too close. Said it was be a week, and in 2 days he's back.
That's what icing every day can do for you.
Icing will do it. And they're trying to put a body on 25, and they successfully put a body on him, and it should be ours. Is it? No, well. I thought it was, and every time I think I get in trouble.
Yeah, when he says blue ball.
Yeah, that's a little. I always found out if you just say black and white, everybody knows it's the blacker one is black and the one that's lighter color is white. And we get the rebound. Dordoy with the basketball. Clark bringing it down in a hurry. Goes over to the side. Put 3-point shot up. No good. And with the rebound, LaGuerre, and he's everywhere, folks. And Dordoy with the steal. And that was a good. That was a good foul. He had a layup. If he didn't foul,
come at us a little bit.
Yeah. All right, into the ball game for Earle Clements is Curtis Harris and Lawrence Johnson. And we're taking it out of bounds. That's why it was such a good foul.
Prevent the easy layup.
Yeah. And it's outside over to Dordoy, inside a no-look pass, two-pointer
That was
by
nice,
Blake Houston.
nice movement, nice
That
pass.
was nice movement.
Nice shot.
I don't think it was necessary to not look that way. It was a no-look pass. I think they're mostly overrated. Good way to turn it over. And Laguerre with the basketball. He's trying to go inside. He knew he was cut off. They had good defense. Stopped him. And with the basket, two-pointer. Wow, that was a pretty shot. Roman Johnson with a real pretty shot. A little bit of glass. It looked pretty. Okay, 17-16. We're in the lead. 12:45 to go in the first half. Dordoy to Clark. Inside. Clark with the drive. Puts it up. It's good. Oh, I guess it's good.
Chase Clark.
Yeah, it's went through the nets.
It's like they
I've
got
never
stuck.
seen that. I sit there looking.
It looks like it's stuck on the rim.
Yeah, they're gonna have a little. What he really ought to do is just jump up, grab the rim, and there you go. I tell you, these kids, when they got all that height, they can do anything. You know?
Looks like he heard you.
Yeah. Well, if you tear up a rim doing that little bit, it would have tore up anyway. All right, we got Johnson coming down the court. Then he had a little between the legs for some reason. I have no idea why. Clark's doing a good job on defense. And on the outside, 11. And Clark with... No, it wasn't Clark. That was... Oh, man, that was a nice shot. Marcus Hughes with a real good shot, 21-16.
Marcus Hughes.
The Stars in the lead, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. All right, folks, what do you think about this first half of the...
Well, Clements came out strong. They came out and put up a 7-0 lead on the Stars, and Average got the three-pointer, or not three-pointer, the and one.
Yeah.
And then that looks like it sparked the Stars to get back into the game and take the lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you, but I like the kids coming off the bench.
I do too.
Now, Coach has been telling us all along, now when Houston gets right, he's going to really be tough.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say any names, but I think Hustle proved who gets playing time and who doesn't.
That's right.
You can see Peyton Puckett with the start. He loved to hustle early on.
That's right. You hustle in practice. You do it in the game, what you do in practice. And Roman Johnson bringing it down, gives it over to that. Oh, man, I'm glad he got LaGuerre finally missed one. Open shot to Clark with basketball. Over to Dordoy. Dordoy with the drive. And there was a lot of contact on that, folks. And Johnson with it back. And LaGuerre misses a layup, and 15 lays it in. Lawrence Johnson and LaGuerre's kind of got a little cold here, ain't he? And it's off Dordoy. Dordoy put up he knows better than that.
Looks
you
like
got to put it off the backboard quick.
Looks like
that much bigger.
Trying to force a shot down low on the bigger guys.
Yeah, and you can't do that.
Yeah, and they're getting the better of him. That was good.
Johnson
defense.
and Clark with the steal. And he's bringing it down, gives it Dordoy, and Dordoy over to Brock and Vanderbo, and then over to
Hughes.
Tarkus Hughes, and now we're going to set it back up again. Tarkus over to Clark, to Vanderbo, into Jermaine Lee. Jermaine Lee with a nice little jump shot up, no good. And Jermaine Lee with the basketball, gives it over. Oh, beautiful pass. Vanderbo, and that was a great assist.
That was.
By Jermaine Lee.
Get the guys in the air and gave Zane a pretty open layup.
Now 25's bringing the ball down, and that's really interesting because he just got it taken away from him, had no business bringing it down. And the basket is good by Hughes. And folks, there's another thing we've been preaching here You cannot foul somebody like that and give him a 3-point play.
Yeah,
I mean, he had him.
There
was no way he was going to stop him, was he?
That's all you can do is foul.
Yeah,
but
that just
that's
he
one of
was
those
out
fouls
quick.
that, yeah.
He's not gonna out-quick Hughes, and he ought to know that already. And Hughes going up there for the 3-point try to make this an 8-point lead. He's going to make it, and it's going to be 8 points with 10:24 to go.
Jinxed him.
Oh, well. 25-18. Stars in the lead. Vasquez back in there to calm things down. And Clark has him on a short leash. Harris over to Vasquez. 30 had a little problem. And Laguerre with the 3-point shot up, no good. I think Mr. and they both bumped him, and I don't know who they're going to call it on, but it was definitely a foul.
Looks like they called it on number 21, John Wyatt.
21, John Wyatt, and that's the 6th foul. And we'll be in the bonus the rest of the way. And Spencer bringing it down. Gives it over to Zane Vanderbo. Over to Puckett. Oh, and he bounced it off his own foot.
He got his band in the air. Just hit his foot.
Oh, well. Now, the last time he brought it down, he turned it over. Now, there's something wrong with this picture here, isn't there? And with the rebound, Clark's everywhere. I'll tell you what, he ought to sprain his ankle a little bit more often, you know?
Well, I hope he doesn't sprain
Zane Vanderbo with a layup, and that was a pretty shot. I thought he was going to put up that lazy thing, didn't you?
Yeah, he's been working on his post moves.
That was a good shot. And we're 27-18, 9-point lead. And Vasquez is having trouble bringing it down over Hughes, and he threw it out of bounds. And, folks, the Stars have put up and amped up the pressure and are stopping this Earle Clements Eagles.
Well, they realize that Eagles are having troubles bringing the ball up. And put some pressure
they
on
just took Vasquez back out of the game, and I'll tell you what, I don't know if they got anybody else to bring it down any better than him. And that was not a good pass by Puckett.
He forced it.
He definitely forced it. And look at that. They threw it out of bounds. Number 30 said, I had it. Beverett said, I had it right on my hands, and I let it go. Will Best is into the game for Peyton Puckett. That last silly little pass got him a little time on the bench.
Nice little talk with Coach.
And Will Best on the drive. He puts a running jump shot up, no good. And that was a good decision. Got it back to Johnson. And he threw it inside. Nice little jump hook. And it went in. Number 1, Jaquavius Wise. From now on, he'll be known as Wise. I can say Jaquavius only about 2 or 3 times, and that's about it. And there was a foul on the play, and the foul was on number 22, Raquel Tutt. Into the ball game, Abbage. And I like the way Abbage is playing lately.
Yeah, I like his energy and his hustle.
Clark at the line for the 1-and-1.
Let's go, man.
Up and in, it's good. And he gets one more. I don't know what everybody else on the Earle Clements team was thinking. They was ready to play. You know, 1-and-1 means you make the first one, you get another one, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Second shot's up and good.
And Overstreet is in for Clark.
And Overstreet in for Clark. And Clark doing a good job, but he wants to make sure Clark doesn't hurt his ankle. He hasn't been practicing quite as much. And Johnson bringing the ball down. Between the legs, it was really necessary. And 11 was fouled on the play, and that was Zane Vanderbilt, wasn't it? Or that wasn't.
Let's see
I'm
here.
sure it was Vanderbilt.
That was number 0.
Number 0.
Overstreet.
Like I said, Overstreet.
Yeah.
All right. Harris at the line for 2. First shot's up, no good. He hit nothing but the back of the arm.
That was a little bit hard of a free throw shot there.
Yeah. And the second one's up and good. And it's now an 8-point lead with 8:06 to go in the first half. Overstreet with the basketball. He gives it over to Vanderbilt.
Average is calling for it down low.
And it's foul. He's on his back. And you can't do that, folks. You cannot get on a man's back like that and think you're not going to get fouled. And he had the height on him. Why would he want to get on his back like that? Don't understand.
I couldn't tell you. It's going to be a 1-on-1 for Average.
All right. Lawrence Johnson in the game for Earle Clements. And Average at the line for a 1-and-1. Zane Vanderbilt with shot up, no good. He just lost control of that,
It
didn't
looked
he?
like he got tipped from behind.
Yeah, and I don't think he did, but, you could be right. I remember once when you was. All right, 3-point shot up, no good. And Earle Clements is not taking the shots they were taking earlier. 2 with a shot up, no good. And then Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And Zane's having a pretty good first half here.
Gives it Spencer. Spencer threw it out of right to number 22. I guess he just lost control. And he missed it. And Will Best with the basketball. Gives it over to Hughes. Hughes on his Spencer, bringing it down. In a hurry. And they're calling a charge, I guess.
Looked like he called a push off.
Oh, push. Yeah,
Yeah, charge.
Oh, it's charge. He went. That's charge. All right, into the ball game. Pedro Gelpi and Overstreet. And Spencer has a seat, as does Zane Vanderbilt. Roman Johnson with the basketball. And Gelpi has had 3 steals already in this game. Oh, he almost had another one. I tell you, folks, he got a little finger on it. He just couldn't get the rest. And there was a foul on the play. Number one, I guess.
I thought he stepped out of bounds first.
Yeah, I didn't see. Did you see anything?
The referee had a better angle than we did.
Oh, yeah, I had a lot better angle. I just didn't see it.
I didn't see
I
it
thought
either.
maybe you'd give me some of that great. All right, inside, Jermaine Lee, and it was fouled before the shot. Lee gives up about 6 inches inside, and that doesn't bother Lee a bit.
No, it doesn't.
Into the ball game for the Eagles, Vasquez, Harris, and Landre Laguerre, I believe.
Yeah, Lee does not mind going in.
No,
To the valley of-
he don't
valley of
mind
the
at
big,
all. Lee,
yes.
first shot up, it's good. Jermaine Lee's done a good job free throw shooting in this year too.
He's one that consistently hits his free throws.
A shooter has to make his free throws. After all, they are free.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, he's going to try to make a 10-point lead. It is no good, but Will Best with the basketball. Gives it back to Gelpi. And Will Best is told to move, and he moved. And bringing it over to Gelpi. And Will Best with a three-pointer, no good. And it's R. That was an interesting call. I thought it was the other way around.
It looked like average tipped it
Yeah,
out. But I'm not going to complain.
But I like the call. Gelpi inbounds to Overstreet, no good. And the ball thrown down the court to Vasquez. Vasquez on the drive. He put something up that was no good. It smelled bad, too. Jermaine Lee with the drive. He's looking, and he was mugged on the way inside. And you know, folks, it always amazes me that a guy can absolutely do something that on the street would be a felony, and act like he was surprised that he got called for the foul.
I'll never understand how
No,
anybody complains
that
about
was
fouls.
Curtis Harris with that one, and 25 was acting like it was a real bad. All right, first shot up and good by Jermaine Lee. 10-point lead with 6:16 to go in the first half. That was the second foul on Harris. Second shot is up and good.
Timeout.
And there's a timeout on the court, and it's a full timeout. Let's go to a 30-second break. This is West Kentucky Star basketball action. All right, what's the score look like this far in the first half? Who's doing the scoring out there? For us.
For us. Looks like it's evenly matched right now. Blake Houston has 5. He's leading right now.
That's 5 more than he had last time.
That's true. Let's see. Zane has 4 points. Chase Clark has 4. Marcus Hughes has 4. Peyton Puckett has 3. Overstreet has 4. And Jermaine Lee has 3.
That's why you like to see it. Balanced scoring. And with 11-point lead, you know we're doing okay as far as the scoring is concerned. And we're going to pick them up full court. That's a good idea because they haven't done a good job of handling the ball. And they're going to try to double up. Best was a little out of position there, and he finally got back. And Abbage with the ball, the steal, gives it over to Gelpy. Gelpy with the drive around. And Abbage looking to bring it outside over to Will Best with a shot, 3-pointer. I think he ever gets unloaded, he's going to really be able to put it in the hoop. And with the ball, Vasquez bringing it down. And he just absolutely gave it away. And a lay-in by Gelpy. Gelpy with his 4th steal of the first half, folks. 16-point lead, 37-21, and they just called a timeout, a full timeout, and they've already scored 4 on them. And another, almost. Abbage almost had that one. Just couldn't quite get his fingers around it.
Well, Gelpy comes in, makes an automatic presence with his quickness and fast hands.
And Roman Johnson in for Vasquez, and Vasquez has really had some problems the last couple minutes. And they just almost threw that one away.
I believe every guard going against Gelpy is having problems.
LaGuerre with the walk, and he says, who, me? That was Lawrence Johnson with the walk. All right, Dordoy into the game for Best. And Best got a nice 3-pointer there.
He can shoot the ball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can shoot. And he likes that 3-point shot, too.
Yeah.
You watch him in practice. All right, Gelpy bringing it down. He's looking over looking to Dordoy. Back to Gelpy. Gelpy with the drive. Gives it over to Lee. Lee with the shot up. No good. That was a nice shot, though. That was a good possession. It just didn't result in the basket. All right, Wyatt has the ball. He almost got a 5-second on him there. And with the he passes out to LaGuerre, and we get the rebound. And folks, if a man is got cold, why give it to him constantly? Dordoy with the 3-point shot up, no good. And it looked like it was off of them. And I don't think that was correct, but what do I know? Blake Houston in the ball game for Abbage. Abbage doing a real good job out there. He's everywhere.
Yeah, unless they give him a little break there.
And ball inbounded to Lee. Back. And Gelpy with it. Over to Overstreet. 3-point shot up, no good. And it's LaGuerre with the basketball. And gives over to Johnson, Lawrence Johnson. Almost a steal and into the basket with a good driving layup, John Wyatt. Gelpy over to Overstreet. 3-point shot up. It's good.
I was waiting for that three to go in. You never see Overstreet miss that many.
And we have a 17-point lead. And our 17-point lead, we've got it because they have not gone back inside, because I don't think we've done a lot better defensively inside, do you?
It looks like they're not looking. Oh,
They're
they
not
can't
looking
pass Pedro.
Yeah. Johnson with Robin Johnson. Ooh, it was a goaltending. I think that thing was going in. What do you think?
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell, but no chance of it now.
Nope, no chance. All right, we get it out of bounds. We can make this 20-point lead with a three-pointer. Not that I'm greedy, but hey, you know. And Gelpy, Blake Houston, and it's knocked over this way, and somebody probably thinks I ought to get up and go over there and get it, but, you know, they also know I'm too dang lazy for that. And Russ Hall gets the basketball. He's too close. And old Dor, did you see that? he was gonna touch it with it. He was gonna get closer.
They're about to push him off.
All right, Gelpy with the basketball. Round the perimeter. He's gonna give it to Hughes. Oh, wow! They left him and just said, "Here, just lay it in. Why don't you?" Gelpy with two.
Yeah,
Gelpy's had a heck of a first half, isn't he? Ball is down, and I thought we had that one, but we didn't. Robin Johnson with the basketball. He's looking to do something. He doesn't know what, but he's a little out of control, and he finally just completely out of control. And we're scrambling, trying to get it, and then Doridoy almost intercepted with his nose, and Gelpy's coming down in a hurry over to Tarkus Hughes, and it's three, and folks, I tell you, we are absolutely on fire.
That's wide open three.
Into the ball game for the Eagles, Ryan Thompson. And we got a couple of new guys in our lineup, but we'll catch them as it comes down. It looks like Gelpy's out.
It looks like Clark and Vanderbilt are in.
All right. And Roman Johnson just kind of moving around, and LaGuerre puts a shot, no good, and he hasn't made one in about half of this, does he? And three-point shot up, no good. And Zane Vanderbilt with the rebound. Over to Clark, no good. And Jermaine Lee with the rebound. Gives it back to Clark. Clark says, "Give it back to me. It's mine. You know that."
Yeah, looks like they're wanting to hit those threes.
On the outside, they're looking for somebody. Give it to Zane Vanderbilt. Jermaine Lee with the shot, and he should have been called. And Blake Houston.
Is that Blake or is that Tarkus?
I don't know.
They gave it to Blake.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I thought
they both went up for it.
We have a 24-point lead, folks. A three-point shot up by Roman Johnson, and that's the first thing Roman Johnson's done right for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it looks like he's struggling with his
handling. And a three-point shot up, no good, and it's our basketball. Into the ball game for the Eagles, Raquel Tutt. And Clark takes it out of bounds. Nobody's moving. And with the
almost threw it away.
Yeah, almost. Tarkus Hughes had it, but give it back to Clark. That's the wrong man taking it out. Your point guard doesn't take it out. And Clark with the basketball. Gives it to Hughes. I'm surprised Hughes didn't drive on him. Three-point shot is up and good. Blake Houston, he's got to be in double figures by now, hasn't he?
He's got, yeah.
All right. Over to LaGuerre. LaGuerre looking to shoot because he doesn't pass, folks. And with the rebound, number 11. Gives it back out to Laguerre, and
he's wanting to take the deep three.
He wants it, and he drives to take a shot, and he did give it off to 21, and it looks like it's out of bounds off of us. Into the ball game, Abbage, and he's replacing
Jermaine
Lee. I
give him a break.
He went out before I had a chance to see it. All right. And the Eagles looking to find somebody. They moved to second, and they quit moving. Back to Laguerre. And back to Laguerre. And Laguerre wants to put it up because Laguerre puts him up, and he doesn't make it.
Great defense there. That'll jab and get back.
And Abbage with a beautiful pass from Clark. That was a nice assist.
I was thinking he was going to dunk that.
Man, I tell you, we do it right. And the ball is, and we're going to try to make it before when we missed it. It was just at the end, and folks, we doubled them up there, 52-26, and they looked good for just about
First couple minutes.
First about 2 or 3 minutes, they looked like they were really good. They were passing it inside, and all of a sudden, they decided that Laguerre was their point guard. And they haven't done too good since they decided he's point guard.
Yeah, that's right. I think they're trying to find somebody to handle the ball.
All right, let's take a 30-second break. This is West Kentucky Stars basketball action. All right, folks, our cheerleaders out there giving their all, and we're going to watch them for a couple minutes here.
Oh, we've got pretty great Brunson cheerleaders.
Yeah, good look, Mike.
Great coach, Sarita.
Yeah, I like the coach. Go Big Blue. It used to be Big Red.
It used to be. We changed colors.
Back when you were a player way long time ago.
Last year?
Yeah, last year. All right, the cheerleaders are done. They did a good job out there. They really keep the fans interested. All right. And now analyzing this first half, Justin, I think it's very simple. They decided that Vasquez couldn't bring it down. Roman Johnson couldn't bring it down. So now they've got Leandre Laguerre bringing it down. And all he's looking for is a shot.
That's right.
He doesn't care if it's a good shot, but he's looking for a shot.
Yeah.
And his legs, I think, left him a little bit, and he hasn't made very many in the last 15 minutes of this game, has he?
Well, the last pass he threw, he missed a layup, so, maybe he's a little not trusting his teammates enough to pass them the ball.
If he's going to play point guard, he's got to trust his teammates.
That's right.
Because he can't
whether they're going to make the shot or not, you got to trust them.
And for us, that Gelpy.
Oh, he's came in to make a difference. I think this is the first game of the season he's played in.
I mean, he's got 4 steals.
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5?
I don't have the official stats. We'll have to wait till.
At least 4.
Yeah.
And how many points has he got?
He's got 5.
And
a couple free throws and a.
I tell you, he's done a good job. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back with the official stats. Our stat guru, Gary McLean. I didn't have it written down. I actually remember that, Gary. All right, this is West Kentucky Star basketball action. All right, folks, I'm back here with Gary McLean, and he's going to tell us everything about the first half. But one thing I want you to start with is this Pedro Gelpi. This is his first game. I haven't seen that he's played in any game.
This is his first game.
And he has absolutely done an outstanding job out there.
He has torn this floor up all night tonight. He may be a small guy, but let me just tell you, he's got some fire, and he is all over this floor. He's shooting, he's rebounding, he's blocking, he's doing a little bit of everything.
He's got at least 4 steals.
Yes, yeah, he's got them quick little hands that they don't expect to come around and grab that ball, and they're gone with it.
That's right. Give us the first half stats.
All right, looks like everybody got to play during that first half, and we've got Donald Overstreet had 7 points. We had Jermaine Lee, can't read my own writing there.
Yeah.
3 points. Pedro Gelpi had 7 points. Devontae Spencer did not score. Blake Houston's high man during the first half with 8 points.
Is that good or not? That is really good right there.
That's real good. Everybody's got a chance at scoring, and that's looking real good. They keep this next half up this way and get Devontae and then Kevin Welch and Ben Dordor to throw a couple points up there too. It's going to be a good-looking book tonight. So, Will Best had a 3-pointer. Peyton Puckett had a 3-pointer. Tarkus Hughes had 7 points. Chase Clark had 4 points. Good to see him back from the other night.
I'll tell you, I thought he's going to be out for a week or two.
I figured he'd be not here tonight. Let's put it that way.
He said it was 24/7 on the heat and cool and all that.
Well, that worked. It seemed to work real well for him. He's doing a good job. Emmanuel Abbage had 4 points. Zane Vanderbo had 6 points. And that's a total of 52 points for the first half. For Earle Clements, we have Johnson. He has 5 points. Vasquez, he has 4. Harris has 3. White has 6. Laguerre has 6. And Johnson has 2 for a total of 26 points. For the first half.
That Laguerre put up a lot of
he's
shots.
He's done a good job.
6.
Yeah, he's done a
he
real
got that
good
early
job.
in the game.
Yeah, he was shooting early and stopped there for a little bit. I don't know what happened there, but we had 12 of 18 2-pointers. We had 4 of 17 3-pointers and 6 of 12 free throws there. So 52 points is our halftime total.
The job that Jermaine Lee does out there on the boards and getting the people in there trying to stop him. Jermaine Lee, it doesn't matter how many points he scores, he does a heck of a job.
Sometimes always the scorebook isn't representative of what the player actually does. I know some players in the past who they've just so they've been big on steals, been big on rebound, whatever it is. But each person's got their part, and each one of them tonight they're playing well together tonight. Very impressive.
I thought, except for one turnover, and it was a bad turnover by Peyton Puckett. But
yes.
Other than that, I thought Peyton Puckett looked good.
Yeah, he did good. He started tonight and was just out there right in the middle of it. And like I say, I think the team is working together tonight, which is a good thing, and we just want to encourage everyone to come out and visit. Do have to say the crowd's a little slim tonight. We do want to encourage you guys to come out and watch this basketball game. It's a good team. It's a fun team to watch, and I know you'll definitely get your money's worth.
And I'm going to tell you, this score, 52-26, is not indicative of how good I think Earle C Clements is. I think Earle C Clements just forgot that you don't have a gunner bringing the ball down as your point guard.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I say, I don't think the score is indicative of Earle Clements and the talent that's on that team. They just got a little carried away with some shots and a little quick on the trigger, and so therefore, we got to take advantage of shots and got the big double. We've doubled their score right now. So.
Yeah. All right, folks, let's take a 1-minute break, and hopefully we'll be back with the coach for his halftime look on the game. This is West Kentucky Stars basketball action. All right, folks, I'm back here with Coach Daniel Potts, and that first half was dominated by a little feller that hadn't even played.
Yep.
Gilpy made you look like a genius putting him in.
He, I know what I'm getting out of Pedro when I put him in. He's a fiery guy. He's an energy guy that gets us going. And I knew when he'd get his chance to play, he'd prove that on the court. And that young man just earned himself some more playing time later in the future if he comes out in the second half and does the same thing.
He single-handedly messed up the Earle Clements game plan because he stole the ball 4 times.
Yeah. He put a lot of pressure on
They
him.
absolutely had no answer.
Right, and that's why he's going to be starting this second half for me because he was an energy guy. He's done it. He's been waiting for his chance to prove what he can do. I gave him that opportunity because other people didn't, and my goodness, he went out here and proved it.
I thought Peyton Puckett looked good. He had one bad turnover.
Yeah, he had one bad pass. I always tell him, don't force things in there. He looked at Jay Lee for about 5 seconds right there, and then
I
still tried
couldn't
to throw it
understand
right
why.
there.
I kept looking. I thought, well,
we got to get Peyton. We got
to
to get Peyton reacting more instead of thinking. That's when Peyton's great, is when he reacts instead of thinks a lot on
that
offense.
3-point shot he put up.
Right. That was just natural to him, you know.
That's right.
And then when Peyton starts playing with his natural ability, Peyton's going to be a great one for us.
And somebody told me that Houston was going to start scoring, and when he did,
He gonna get on a roll.
Be shocked.
Yeah. He, I think he had around 8 points, maybe 10 points, a couple of threes and a 2 right there. I'm not real sure, but he's an offensive threat every time he touches the ball right there. We just got to get him to take great shots instead of good shots. And when he gallops into a shot off the 1-2, that thing's going in every time. Now, if he's fading, he's gonna miss it. But if he's straight up, straight down, follow throughs, that sucker's going in every single time.
Well, I thought we looked pretty good out there. Anything we could look forward to in the second half?
Well, I'm going to 5 guys that's going to play with energy. We're missing the lack of energy. I don't know I don't know what it has to deal with. I don't want to play to their competition anymore. I want to blow this thing out. I want to be up, instead of be up 25, I want to be up 50. And we got to have that bulldog mentality as a team and things like that. So we'll get 5 guys that's going to play with energy.
All right, folks, that's the coach, Daniel Potts. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll be back here with West Kentucky Stars basketball action. All right, what are you looking forward to in this second half, Justin?
I'm looking forward to pretty much the same in the first half. The ball movement, the good shots, the aggressive rebounding, and the hustle from Pedro and Puckett. I love actually all of them are hustling, but you see Pedro getting out there with about 4 or 5 steals.
Well, the coach said something that was fairly obvious. He said that number 3 would be starting in the second half. Now, it looks, if it's the 5 he's got out there, Pedro's in there, and Zane Vanderbilt.
Zane, yeah,
he hustled.
Yeah, he stepped up. He got a couple defensive and offensive rebounds, and he has 4 points.
And folks, that's what the coach is looking for. He's looking for kids that'll play. And let's be honest, all you have to do is, and I'm not saying anything about the competition being the same, but you look at Kentucky. They've got 2 5-man, and they have that because they all play hard and they all hustle.
Yeah, and if you don't hustle, you're going to be sitting on the bench.
That's right. And if all these kids on this team play hard, they'll all get their opportunity to play, and they'll end up with the same minutes. Starting isn't the big thing. It's who is there in crunch time at the end.
Exactly.
All right, we're ready to take it out of bounds, and Dordoy is telling a heck of a story over there. I'm sure Kerry Henson's really impressed. He is. I just really love Dordoy.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know that.
Oh, he knows.
He is a good kid. All right, it's into Gelpin, and back to Dordoy, back to Gelpy. And threw it away. Zane Vanderbilt threw it away, and the shot's up, no good. And Zane gets the rebound. That was not a good pass, but, hey, he got the rebound. Dordoy with the basket, and
dribbled out of bounds.
Dribbled out of bounds. Well, this isn't exactly the way we wanted to start the second half, and Johnson brings it down. Wyatt with a little jump hook, and it's no good. And Welch with the rebound gives it to Gelpy, and Gelpy into Lee, and Lee over to, and with the rebound put back was Dordoy. And Johnson, Roman Johnson with the basketball. Gelpy's got him. And back to Roman Johnson. And his 3-second call. Number 15 was in the line too long. 21 thought he was, but it was
he turned
15.
around with face like what I do.
Yeah. That's why the referee said 15. All right, Dordoy with the basket gives it over. And fouling them by behind is that 21. That was not a smart foul.
Same thing as in the first half. You reach around them over the top, and it's going to be a foul.
John Wyatt. And that's his second first-team foul. Into Gelpy.
They're really looking for it
into
down low.
Johnson. He finally got fouled, but I think he lost control of the ball because he was going to go up and get fouled a little bit quicker than that, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think you're right. He did the shot fake, and both of them were flying.
All right. With the foul is John Wyatt, and that's his third, and he's going to be coming out of this game. Raquel Tutt's going to be coming in for him. And Jermaine Lee. He puts it up, and it is good.
That consistent free throw shooting, be like.
And Mr. Wyatt earned himself a seat on the bench with a silly foul. And Jermaine Lee tried to make it 2. And it's good. All right, 56-26, 30-point lead for the Stars. Roman Johnson, trying to get around Gelpy, and Gelpy steals it again. That's his 5th steal at least. And it's our basketball. I thought that was close to Gelpy.
They almost turned it
over. But that's a long way away for us. We can't hardly see that far. We're kind of old.
You mean you are kind of old.
Zane Vanderbilt puts the shot up, no good. I don't think that was a good shot by Zane.
Yeah, it looked a little forced, but at least I got back on defense.
All right, Vasquez with the basketball. He puts up a 3-pointer. It is no good. And Dordoy with the rebound. He's in a hurry. And he's driving toward the lane. Puts it up. It's good. Coast to coast. Nice. All right, Vasquez is not going to be put. Oh, he did. He put it up, and it's a good 3-point. I didn't see anybody say that.
Referee's calling a 2-pointer.
Okay, 2-point. I thought so. 2-point shot. And Vanderbilt gives it inside to Lee.
That was a pretty move, just
no
unlucky.
Good. To Dordoy. Into Lee. Gelpy with shot up, no good.
I tell you, hustle. The smallest guy on the court got that rebound and took it into the bigs.
That was a bad turnover. over to Kevin Welch. Kevin Welch is driving. He gives it off to, and what really irritates you if you're a coach is he had that block all the way, and he had to follow through with it and get a foul. And am I right? He had that block 18 ways forever, and he followed through, which you never do.
Yeah, he tomahawked him.
Yeah, I mean that's
one thing I was always told in
yeah
high school not to do.
Yeah, Lee with the first shot up. It's good. In the ball game, number 12 and 25 for the Eagles, Ryan Thompson and Leandre Laguerre. Maybe he's got Laguerre doing the things he needs to do in this second half that he forgot to do in the first half.
Yeah,
he started out good, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, they put him on the post, and he went to work. They put him as a guard and struggled a little bit.
And he missed the second one. And the Eagles with the rebound. And Roman Johnson bringing it down. And it's stolen by Gelpe, but they couldn't recover it. And that was a good pass. Roman Johnson with a three, and it's good.
3-point shot.
A 28-point lead, 9-31. Just under 17 minutes to go in the game. Gelpe, now that's close. In fact, that was real close to a foul. And Gelpe with the drive, and he puts a layup. It's in. It's good. Gelpe is having a whale of a game.
Yeah, way of a opening game for him.
Yeah, Roman Johnson with the ball. Drove it into the corner. Almost got in trouble. Back to Roman Johnson into Laguerre, and Laguerre missed a 6-foot shot. And Tarkus Hughes throws it out of bounds.
I think that was
Peyton Puckett in the
Welch.
game for Zane Vanderbilt.
That's Kevin Welch that threw the ball out of bounds.
Kevin Welch, okay.
Yeah.
Now they're going to talk it over. I didn't think anybody got a finger on it, did you?
Yeah, it looks like they did.
Ooh, I guess they say you did. Well, that's good. They had I'm going to keep saying they had a better angle than we did when they do it the way I want it. Dordoy throws over to Puckett. Back to Gelpe. Gelpe looking. Gives it to Dordoy. Dordoy inside to Lee. Lee put the 2-point shot up. It's in, and it's good. And
yeah, it's eventually going.
Somebody's going to have to pick him up when he leaves after our 2 years, because he can play some basketball. And it doesn't matter how big you are, he'll throw it around you.
Yeah, that's right. He's not scared of anybody taller than him.
Not a bit scared of anybody.
And that's his first field goal of the game. He's made all of his points on free throws.
But he's played a heck of a game. And he's going to try to complete the 3-point play. And Vasquez says, I'm going to guard him from the time we start till the time we finish. He's right on. And he made the 3-point play, 64-31. The Stars in the lead. And Roman Johnson bringing it down to Laguerre. Laguerre looking. He passed it off. It's a good idea. Back to Vasquez. Around the outside. 3-point shot up. No good. And Peyton Puckett with the rebound. He's in a hurry. He passes it over to Jermaine Lee. And Jermaine Lee said, I'm going to put my body where you can't get the basketball. You got to foul me. And he did. He was fouled.
Yeah, that's great ball control and body control.
That foul is on Roman Johnson. That's his second. And I just was looking up. And this is 2 free throws. First shot up, it is good.
Oh, he's definitely living at the free throw line.
Yeah. All right, here he goes with his second free throw. It is good. And that's a 35-point lead.
That was his 9th free throw of the game.
Man.
9th made free throw, that is.
And Roman Johnson with the basketball. He's dribbling around the outside. That was pretty close to a walk. 12 gives a light. Oh, and Kevin Welch with the basketball, with the foul on the shot. He's going to be taking 2. And who is that at the line? I can't see.
That's number 21.
21. All right, John Wyatt. Wyatt's got three fouls, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Up and good. In the ball game, Blake Houston and Donald Overstreet and Dordoy and Kevin Welch coming out. All right, 27. Is that 27? No, 20. Eric Carpenter. I haven't seen him in here, have we?
Doesn't look like it.
If he has, he hadn't done anything. All right. Shots up, and it is good. 66-33. And Stars are moving the ball real well. But whoever is guarding Lee, for some reason, has decided to just foul him.
Yeah, that's all I can do with him.
And it might be all you can do with him, but you can't foul him on every time he gets the ball inbounds. There he goes again. He's going up, and he got fouled on that one. They didn't call it.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the second foul on Ryan Thompson for the Eagles. He throws it inside, and that's he tried to throw it. Overstreet got the ball. He's going in, and with the two-pointer is
Yeah,
Gelpy or Gelpi?
Gelpy.
Gelpy?
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, with the steal.
With the steal, Gelpy, and he put up a shot, no good.
Yeah, looked like
and Gelpy stole the ball and threw it out of bounds.
Looked like he was trying to lob that one.
Yeah, and he shouldn't ought to do something like that.
Oh, when you're up 35, you can try some things.
I don't think he should do that. All right. A timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Kentucky Stars basketball action. All right, folks, we're back here with 14:49 to go in the game. Reset everything. It's a 68-33 lead for the Stars. The Eagles, Earle Clements Eagles, have 16 fouls. We have 1. So we'll be in the bonus the rest of the way. All right, Roman Johnson with the basketball. Looking over everything, trying to see if he can find somebody. They're not moving enough out there. He finally put up a long three-pointer. That's a three-pointer in any league, anywhere.
Yeah, nobody's moving for him.
Gelpy with the shot back to Houston. Back to Gelpy. Gelpy looking it over.
They just drove right by him.
He's driving, and it was knocked out of his hands. And there's 21 seconds on the shot clock. And into the ball game, our man, Chase Clark, the bionic one.
The bionic man.
In for Gelpy. And they're looking. And the shot out of the corner, no good. And with the rebound is Peyton Puckett. It's in. That was a good rebound putback.
That was. You can't doubt his hustle.
And it's Peyton Puckett, not what the announcer said. All right, shot, throw it in, and no good. And I can't believe he didn't. That I thought for sure he was out of bounds. All right, with 2 points, was that LaGuerre?
That was Wyatt.
Wyatt, okay, Wyatt with the 2. Chase Clark throws it over to Peyton, in bounds, and he's fouled. Into the ball, Abbage is in the ball game for Jermaine Lee, and he just took over right where Lee left off.
That's right. You love to see that. Take one out and one's going to
Now, you know what I really like to see?
What do you like to see?
2 free throws.
Yeah, he's struggled. I think he's 0 for 4 this game in free throws.
All right. He's 0 for 4, folks. He says, I don't go 0 for 5. And that's the front end of the 1-and-1. Here he goes. Let's put up another one. And let's see if he can go 2 in a row. Start a new streak. It's up. It's good. All right.
There you go.
Score 72-38. That's getting far enough. I'm having a hard time figuring out how many points that is. All right, with the ball, LaGuerre, and like I said, that was not really a good one because that was our ball, I believe, if he let it go.
And he never wants to save it underneath the other team's basket either.
Yeah. Roman Johnson looking inbounds. And Roman Johnson with the 2-pointer, no good. And he tried to rebound it, and he couldn't get it. And that was unfortunate. John Wyatt with the basket, and he'll try to make a 3-point play.
Well, Houston looked like he had it. And
Yeah,
just lost it.
It just everything was good except he didn't have control. And Wyatt will try a 3-point play. And they have Gelpy with the Gelpy's not in the game.
Nah, I think he meant to put 23.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Fixed
23. Chase Clark with and a nice putback by Abbage. And Roman Johnson got bailed out on it because that was a turnover. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, he called that foul on Peyton Puckett.
Yeah, Peyton Puckett had the foul. That's his second.
Yeah, coach loves his effort though.
Yeah, I was thinking he walked before he did all that. Chase Clark's not letting him have any of that shake and bake and trying to get by him. That was nice defense, and with the rebound over his back, that was Peyton Puckett, I believe. Was it?
Yeah, that's his third foul.
Yeah. That was 2 quick ones. That's the third one, but with the score like it is, he can just go ahead and stay on. And what do you say?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Roman Johnson throwing it in. Everybody's moving out there. They're not getting open. They're to LaGuerre. Two-point shot up, no good. And
over the back call.
Over the back for Raquel Tutt, I believe, wasn't it?
Yep. It's his third foul.
Into the ball game, Curtis Harris for the Eagles. And we're at the 1-and-1. And Blake Houston will be at the line. And, of course, Blake Houston is the scorer. And what do scorers do when they get at the line? They make them.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, he's scoreless in the second half, though. He had 10 in the first.
And he's going to throw it up there into the hoop. Yes. And here's Houston trying to complete the 2-point play. 12:31 to go in the game. Second shot's up, and it's good. And Roman Johnson bringing it down the court. And he wow.
Out.
I didn't even see anybody he could have threw it to be honest with you.
He was looking for his big man down low, but wasn't ready for it.
Chase Clark brings it over the half court. He's looking to drive, and Emmanuel Abbage fouled on that, and into the ball game for the Eagles, number 12, Ryan Thompson. And the Eagles bring it in. All right, on the drive, and with the steal, Peyton Puckett. He brings it down. He puts it. Oh, he missed it and missed it on the rebound. They missed it, and they won't do that very many times.
He looked like he was in control of the layup.
Yeah. They're throwing it around. 3-point shot up, no good. And Abbage couldn't get position on that shot, and that was why it was good. And Chase Clark brings it down, gives it over, and Abbage with the rebound. Over to Clark. Clark looking for somebody. They're going to try to set something up this time. And he set a screen. I don't see too many screens. Some kind of a give and go or pick and roll. One of those. And into the game for the Stars, Jermaine Lee, Will Best, and Tarkus Hughes. We play with a lot of energy, and my goodness gracious,
wide open.
Jermaine Lee on the inbounds pass, and that's the one guy they didn't want to let go, and they did anyway.
Yeah, you got to be frustrated if you're Earle C Clements coach. A wide open layup like that.
All right. Looking for the drive, LaGuerre, and LaGuerre's always looking for everything, and he missed it. And knocked off of LaGuerre by Donald Overstreet. Into the ball game.
Number 30.
Number 30. Okay, I couldn't tell. Tyrone Viverette. I think he played briefly in the first half.
Yeah, he doesn't have any stats.
And Vasquez looking for somebody to throw it to. And good hand. Oh, I guess he was in bounds.
Yeah, he was barely in bounds.
If he was barely. And in a hurry, Overstreet into Lee. Lee over to Blake Houston. He missed it. And they give it to LaGuerre. And what does LaGuerre do when he gets the basketball? Most of the time he shoots it, folks. He doesn't know what to do with it besides shoot it. And that was a nice driving layup, but you'll let him have that because he'll miss a bunch in one, won't he?
Yeah.
And Overstreet with the basket gives it over to Will Best, and the shot's up by Blake Houston for three.
He loves shooting the ball.
Yeah, he's doing the coach said he'd break loose one of these days, and he was definitely right. And the basketball is over on a nice 2-point jump shot. Ryan Thompson for the Eagles. Overstreet over to Houston.
But Houston's unconscious
No good.
with that shot.
And Tarkus Hughes throws it back to Tarkus Hughes. 3-point shots up and good.
Tarkus Hughes.
And that's a 36-point lead. 84-48. On the outside, Mr. Viverette, and he gives it into LaGuerre, and LaGuerre puts a nice little turnaround jump shot in. And timeout on the court.
That looks like unshoot.
John Wyatt into the game for the Eagles, and Pedro Gelpi is in for us. And they're not doing any more full court pressing.
Yeah.
And the ball is inbounds to Overstreet. Overstreet bringing it down. Looking over the defense, gives it to Gelpi. He threw it inside to Lee, and Lee puts a shot up. He's fouled on the shot. Foul number 12, Ryan Thompson.
I tell you, Lee has a motor that just won't quit.
It won't quit. That is right. And that's 3 on Ryan Thompson. It's late in the game. And they're behind by a lot, so it doesn't really matter. All right, at the line, Jermaine Lee. First shot's up, and it's no good. And the second shot is up, and no good. Huh.
That's the first time I've seen that.
I haven't seen that for a while. 21 on the drive, puts a running layup, and it's no good. And almost took out her cameraman. Shot 3-point shot up, no good. And Gelpy with over to Arcus Hughes to Lee, and Lee fouled on it. Wow.
Well, I was wondering if they could call it. Had hands all over him.
Yeah. And that was number 12 again, Ryan Thompson. That's 4 on him.
Looking fouls here, it looks like the Eagles are in more foul trouble than.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
could double bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah. Our leading foul is Peyton Puckett with 3.
Yeah.
That tells you how.
Jermaine Lee, first shot up and good. And into the ball game, number 15, Lawrence Johnson takes Ryan Thompson, lets him sit on the bench for a minute. I don't think it'd be very long. At this point in the game, it doesn't matter about you want your best players in there. And really, it's a 35-point lead, folks. It isn't.
Well, at this point, you just want to work your offense, improve.
And your best players are the ones that work your offense. Jermaine Lee with the second shot. Good. And the ball inbounded. Gelpy with the steal.
I tell you, he's everywhere.
That's at least 6.
That's at least 6.
He's dribbling, but he almost got in trouble there. Over to Overstreet. Every time I say over to Overstreet, it sounds bad. Vasquez with the running layup. It's good. They just let him have that one.
Yeah, not risking any fouls or injuries.
Yeah, Gelpy with the basketball, looking over the defense. And it's a man-to-man. It's just real loose man-to-man. On the drive, Will Best, no good. LaGuerre with the basketball. Bringing it down. He turned that over. They didn't go. Vasquez over to LaGuerre. LaGuerre with the 3-point shot up. It's good. And it doesn't matter how many points LaGuerre's got. It took him a ton and a half of shots to get his point.
No, he doesn't see a bad shot in his mind.
No. All right, Overstreet. Over to Will Best. Will Best and gives it in.
Looks like
and
Lee got dead-legged.
Lee got hit. We just won't say where he got hit, but I think I know. And let him get out of there because I don't think it's anything permanent, but he's hurting.
I didn't see where he got hit.
Well, we won't mention it.
Oh, if Abbott would have rolled to the near block, he had a wide-open layup.
Al Gelpy with the basketball looking over the defense, and they're not really – it's a zone. It's a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, I'm not
we
sure
got one guy that doesn't know it.
Yeah.
He finally moved around a little bit. And we got caught with the shot clock. They forgot that there was a stoppage in there, and
I don't think
nobody bothered to tell them, I'm sure. They're right in front of their own bench. Somebody should have said something.
Yeah, just
because they would have put up a shot.
Yeah, knew how low it was.
All right, basketball inbounded to LaGuerre. LaGuerre with the basketball looking, and he throws it over to the corner to Viver. 3-point shots up and good. And on the drive, Tarkus Hughes gives it over to Abbage, and he is fouled on the shot. That's 21.
4.
John Wyatt with the foul, and that's his 4th.
Right now the Eagles have 3 players with 4 fouls.
Yeah, 6:19 to go and a 28-point lead. First shot's up and good. And somebody's tying their shoe out there. And Abbage trying to complete the 2-point play. It is up and no good.
I was about to say, he improved on his free throws. He's going to hit 4 in a row, but
LaGuerre with the basketball. He's looking, trying to get around Dordoy, and he threw it in. And Vasquez with the 3-point shots up and good. And most of their offense is 3-pointers because, really, folks, that's all the chance they've got. And Dordoy decided he was. And did you see Gelpy? Now, that was pretty good jumps right
he
there.
got pretty high.
And the foul's on number 3. Okay.
I believe they called that on Gilpy.
It's on Gelpy. And there's a timeout on the court. It's a full timeout. Let's take a minute break. This is West Kentucky Stars basketball action. All right, folks, we're back at Haws Gymnasium with the score 87-61. The West Kentucky Stars in control and bringing the ball down. LaGuerre and Dordoy had a good. Well, I'll tell you that Vasquez is picking it up, isn't he?
Yeah, he's hitting almost all of his shots.
That's 10 points. 9 points in this
half. Yeah, 13
half.
overall.
Dordoy with 3.
3-point shot is Dordoy.
90-63. With the basketball, Vasquez gives it over LaGuerre. LaGuerre puts a 3-point shot up, no good. Vasquez with the rebound and with the putback. Lawrence Johnson.
Yeah, Dordoy won that steal.
Yeah. All right, they're looking at the outside, giving it over Dordoy. 3-point shot up, it's good. He's feeling it now, folks.
3-point shot is Dordoy.
That's 10 points in the second half for Dordoy.
Viverette bringing it down. Looking for somebody to throw it to. And 3-point shot up, no good. LaGuerre with the basketball. And he knows what to do with it, folks. Abbage with the basketball, and it's a jump shot. Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Might be a jump shot, too. I don't know. And the possession arrow is to the Eagles. Looking for somebody to get it into. He gets it in. Layup, no good. And it's up there to Dordoy, and Dordoy gives it. And that's a technical. That's not smart, Abbage. Come on, you know better than that. He tried to do a pull-up on the 32 with a technical. Bless his heart, but he knew better.
He was asking what he did wrong.
Well, just ask anybody in the crowd. And Vasquez with the shot up. It's good, but it did a lot of moving around there.
Every part of the rim.
And the second shot's up and good. And they'll have the basketball.
Well, Abbage was high enough to throw that down, but looks like he just lost handle of it.
Yeah, he lost control. All right, Viverette with Basketball inbounded, and Dordoy. Dordoy was riding him like a horse. He finally got called for it. And it's a 1-1. And this last 4-13 could take a little time if they wanted to. I'm hoping not. And this first shot is up. It's no good. And Deverett with the basketball. He does hustle. And Dordoy with the steal. It's up to Abbage and back over to Tarkus Hughes. And with the basketball out at the Spencer. Taking it around the outside. Spencer gives it over to Dordoy. Back to Spencer. Back to Dordoy. And it's good.
I was wondering if that was going to be a little too much unselfishness.
I was kind of wondering that myself, but it worked out all right. And Laguerre gives it inside. And a nice little jump shot by Lawrence Johnson. They never did put up Dordoy's foul. And it's up and good by Dordoy. That's 3 threes in a row with a 2 in between there. And with the steal is Dordoy. Dordoy will give it up. And with that's not a 3? Oh, yeah, it's a 3. I thought it was. And, folks, we just went over the 100 mark, 101-68. And on the drive was 21, and he was fouled on the drive. And that was Yul Abbage. And that's his third because he had his second up there.
Yeah.
I can figure that out. 2:47 to go in the game. And Russ Hall tried to dribble the basketball and almost lost it. It was on the shot.
Yeah. A little confusion within the refs. They got straightened out.
They finally got it right. They just went native for a minute. All right, first shot's up, no good. John Wyatt with his first miss into the ball game for the Stars, Blake Houston and Peyton Puckett. And Mr. Dordoy out. They said, heck, you shot enough and made enough. And Tarkus Hughes is out of the game. And puts the second shot up. And it is good. John Wyatt. Now, the only one that called that the way it should have been was Zane Vanderbo. He said that guy stepped in too quick, and that's not supposed to be good. But I guess when you're ahead by 31, they don't worry about that. And Zane Vanderbo will be going to the line for 2 shots because we're in the double bonus. And let's see if Zane can. How many points has he had?
Yeah, it's 4 points.
4 points?
He had 4 in the first half. This is his first chance in the second.
And he's going to make a couple shots. And like I said, this last couple minutes could last a while. First shot's up and good.
Yeah, Zane's one of our returning players from last year.
All right. Second shot's up and good. And Mr. Roman Johnson bringing it down the court, and he almost lost it.
He's had
He's
trouble
being
dribbling the
checked
ball
by
most of the game.
Spencer. Back to Jaquavius. And with the rebound on the shot miss was Blake Houston.
And that didn't hit the rim at all.
On the drive. Back from the outside, 3-point shots up and good by Peyton Puckett. Yeah. Now, The coach is wondering, why in the world did you do that? And he finally told him, don't press anymore.
Yeah, just no foul, get the game over, and hit the locker room.
Yeah. 2:03 to go on the clock. At the line, Roman Johnson for the 1-1.
I think it's safe to say this game is
This
in
game
the books.
is just over except for the final score. And with the rebound, Zane Vanderbo and Spencer bringing it down the court. Gives it over on the long three-pointer. It's good by Blake Houston. And Blake Houston, folks, has done what the coach wanted him to do. He came into the game and points on the board.
Yeah, I've yet to see him have an open shot and give it up. He's taking every open shot.
Well, when you're a shooter, that's what you do. A shooter shoots.
That's right.
Zane Vanderbo trying to stop him. Oh, he just put his hands up. He had that one, didn't he? And it's a jump ball. And it should be ours because it was theirs last time.
And you're right.
And I like what he said. He said white ball because there's two blues out there. All right, Spencer with the basketball drove, and it's knocked out of bounds. I thought it was knocked out of bounds, but I was wrong. Into the ball game. Kevin Welch.
Giving Houston his well-deserved rest. 18 points so far for Houston.
All right, Roman Johnson bringing it down the court. Looking over Spencer. Throw in, and it's thrown back, and it wasn't under control. Beverett got the ball. Roman Johnson puts a shot up, no good. And Abbage with the basketball. He's looking to drive, and gives it back to Spencer. That was a good idea. 1 minute to go. We're up by 40. Wow. Three-point shot up. It's good. Zane Vanderbo. And it's raining threes, folks.
Zane's actually a really underrated shooter. He
Yeah,
can actually shoot the ball pretty
obviously.
well.
And Hughes with the rebound. Bringing it down the court. And over to Welch. Welch to Peyton Puckett. Peyton Puckett on the drive, gives it to Abbage. Abbage lays it up. Is that?
I call a foul on the floor.
Called on foul on the floor. I thought he did. So that'll be 2 free throws for Abbage. And that foul was on John White, and that was his 5th. If you're going to foul out 22 seconds ago, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Get out of the game. Get a rest before you hit the locker room.
Wouldn't be good if it was a close game, but it's not. Abbage at the line for 2. Shot is up, and it is no good. We're going to have to get Abbage making a few more of those free throws. You going to teach him? Were you a good free throw shooter?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then teach him a little something about that.
Top in the state for a little bit.
End of the ball game, Roman Johnson.
Referee had to explain.
Roman Johnson's played a pretty good game. He had a little problem. It was called a Gelpy.
Yeah. Pedro.
I tell you. And he made him and Vasquez pay. No good. Somebody in lane too quick for the Stars.
I wouldn't be too happy about that. Finally make my free throw and
yeah, he finally makes one and it doesn't count. Jeez. Man, can't catch a break. And LeGuerre with the drive. He was blocked. It was blocked. And three-point shots up. It's no good. And LeGuerre with it. I think I know what he's going to do. Oh, he passed it off to Vasquez, and they're not going to get a shot off. No. No good. All right, the final score, folks, 112 to 69. And the next, oh boy, this will be a good one, folks. The next game is 3 o'clock Saturday against Shawnee.
Shawnee's a tough team.
And they're going to bring their best. Because we got a bunch of those guys we know coaching.
That's right. That's right.
All right, let's take a minute break. We'll be back with game stats. This is West Kentucky Stars basketball action. All right, folks, we're back here at Gymnasium, Haws Gymnasium, and Gary's finishing up his stats over there. So you say we've got 4 people in double figures?
Yeah, 4 people in double
now this
figures.
is a very unofficial, folks.
Hey, I'm getting better at it.
You're getting better. All
I
right.
think I got official this time.
All right.
Unofficially, we have 4 people.
All right,
double
who is
figures. Jermaine Lee has 15. Blake Houston leads the team with 18. Tarkus Hughes has 13, and Dordoy had 15, all in the second half.
Dordoy just went crazy.
Oh, he had 3 threes, a couple layups.
He played a good game also. You know, he was passing the ball. It sounded like with 15 points second half he was shooting instead of passing, but he was passing that ball around.
Yeah, he was definitely just all around great game for Dordoy.
But the player of this game is Gelpy.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
Now he had at least 6 steals.
At least 6 steals, yeah.
At least 6 steals.
Yeah, it's great to see him come in first game, make a difference in the total game.
He ran the ball too.
Yeah, put the pressure he put on the Eagles. They couldn't handle it.
No.
Even when he didn't steal the ball, they struggled to get the ball and any good shots in.
Well, you'd have really got a kick out of it. In the first half, they had Roman Johnson was bringing the ball down, and Vasquez was bringing the ball down, and they kept turning it over, and he kept swapping them, trying to get somebody in there that could handle the press, and finally they put Laguerre on him as the guy bringing it down, and folks, when Laguerre gets the ball, he thinks it's time to shoot.
Yeah, I kind of want to have the
not exactly your point guard kind of player.
No, he was more of a shooting guard, but coach had to make a change because the point guards weren't doing it.
We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back, and Gary's moving it over this way, so we'll have 30 seconds, and Gary will be back with game stats. This is West Kentucky Star basketball action. right, folks, a little change. We have Coach Daniel Potts in here. And, Coach, what did you think about this game?
Well, I still wanted some more energy out of our guys. You know, I thought it's a good win for us. It gets us back on track there. We was in a 3-game skid, and we needed a win under our belt before, you know, Shawnee comes in here Saturday. That's going to be a bloodbath on Saturday. So we needed a good win. We need 100, and I think we scored 112 points. That's awesome. I think everybody scored, maybe except maybe 1 or 2, but those guys usually score too. But I'm glad we rotated the ball around. We made the extra pass today. We took great shots instead of good shots.
Now, the game was decided in the first half, and it was decided by a seldom used player, Mr. Gelpy.
Yeah, Pedro came in and brought that fire. He brought that energy that we needed on the defensive end, and his defense created our offense even. And I call him a little spark plug. It's like when you put him out there, you know something great's going to usually happen. Even though he's 5'5", 5'6", he plays with heart. He plays with passion.
Jumps pretty good.
And yeah, not bad for a little 5'6" guy, right? But I thought he played a great game. He's the main reason why we won this game.
Oh yeah, yeah. They in the first half they tried to bring. Vasquez was trying to bring the ball down. He couldn't. Then they swapped out Roman Johnson, and he couldn't bring it down. And they finally got tired of swapping them out and not bringing it down, because when they did get it down, they usually turned it over, threw it away. So LaGuerre did, and LaGuerre, all he knows is you give me a basket, and he wasn't hitting anything.
Yeah, thank goodness. Thank goodness, you know. We knew what we were getting. You know, they were going to here and try to play a little street ball, so to speak, try to play one-on-one, and we didn't want that to dictate what we were going to do in the offensive end. And our guys stayed in our system. We rotated the ball around. We stayed in our 41. Like I said, took great shots instead of good shots, and the result was, you know, a good margin amount win. I still wasn't pleased with our defense the second half. I think we only gave up 26 the first half, and it looks like we gave up maybe almost 43 the second half. But I'm a coach. I want everything perfect.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So you know how that goes. But proud of our guys staying with our game plan and using each other, playing for the guy next to you, so to speak. And look, just a good job.
Now, there was 2 people that you were really – I know I'm gonna give it to you. Gelpy, I know you were proud of him, but the second one that you had to be proud of was Houston.
Oh, Blake, it's about time we see that ball go in the hole for him, man. That's all he needs. He needs to see that ball go in the hole one time, and that kid he could shoot it. I know we had a game on Saturday. He went back home to Paris to be with his family, and then he called me on the way back Sunday night because he was coming home, and he wanted to get in the gym and start shooting. And that paid off today. He got in here, worked on his game, saw that ball go through the rim, and it resulted in him getting, I think, 18 points today. So I'm proud of the young man.
Did a good job. And in the second half, Dordoy came in, and what I liked about the way Dordoy played wasn't that he got 15 points in the second half. It's that every time down, unless he was wide open on the one time for a driving layup, post to post, as they say, he was passing the ball and trying to help everybody else look better.
Right. My goals are for B is not to score. It just because when he plays hard, he always does score and take great shots. My goal for B is to, on the defensive end, he's our energy guy. He gets us going. He talks on defense. He boxes out. Those are the things that gets Ben there doing, and he did a good job of that the second half. I had the pride out of him the first half, and he got going the second half, and I'm proud of him.
And give us a real quick. We don't want to take a lot of time, but give me a real quick overview of Shawnee, what we can expect Saturday.
Shawnee's a great team. They're not a good team. They're a great team. They're gonna do a 1-2-2 trap. It's gonna trap us in the corners right there. They're gonna try to rush, make us in a hurry, try to throw the ball away. They're big, athletic, long, strong. A good test of what we saw Saturday night against John A. They're that type of ball club, and we're gonna have to have 4 great to be able to knock off Shawnee on Saturday, and I know we can do it if we keep practicing hard the way and doing the things that we ask of them to do. We're gonna be all right on Saturday. But great team though.
The key is going to be very simple: ball movement.
Ball movement and the boards. Ball movement and boards and taking care of the ball. Those are the top 3 things, and obviously transition defense well, and we're going to get the job done.
All right, let's take a 30-second. We'll be back with, I promise, folks, this time we're going to have the stats. This is West Kentucky Star basketball action. All right, folks, we're going to have time for one interview, and the reason we have a computer going dead and
haywire.
Let's go
and get Zane in here.
We'll get Zane in here. All right, Zane Vanderboel, folks, and I thought you played a pretty good game out there today.
Thank you.
What'd you think?
I thought I played pretty good.
They thought you played pretty good. You're going to make me work for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
I had somebody that this girl, and every time I'd ask her a question, she'd say yes or no, and that was it. And I finally asked her. I said, "You're not going to talk, are you?" She said, "No."
I'm going to talk.
You will talk. Okay. What about? I thought this Earle Clements team was a lot better, but the problem was they couldn't bring the ball down the court.
They couldn't do anything.
You know,
they were pretty big and pretty athletic.
And then all of a sudden they got that Laguerre, 25, was shooting everything.
Yeah, he was a good
he was
player.
bringing it down, and when he brought it down, he was going to shoot.
Oh yeah, every time.
Every time, and he wasn't going to make a lot of them.
No.
All right. Let's, folks. We're going to wrap it up. We had one we wanted to get in here, but he's not here, and our computer is going dead. So let's just wrap it up. This is Zane Vanderboel, Ken Dickerson with just saying the final score of this game is West Kentucky Stars 112, Earle C Clements Eagles 69. We'll be back Saturday at 3 o'clock with Shawnee College.